test stream slash introduction to our podcast, which will be called Hindsight 2020. Let's go around, introduce the people that are going to be a part of this. This isn't the entire group, but these will be featured on the first episode. So let's go in order of whoever's next to me. We have local artist, comedian, podcaster, sexiest barista in Laredo 2 years running, uh, Orlando Valdez, aka Ugly Duckling. To
Hi, hello.
somebody mute their phone.
Somebody mute your
My
watching
bad,
of
me.
this.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
trying to I was
Cool.
trying to share it. My bad.
Next person on the list, from what I'm seeing here, it is one of my very best friends, best person in the world, dope haircut, and she got me a copy of Owls and Glacier CD, which I looked for 4 years. Give it up for Victoria Craddock. Uh, clap, clap, clap. There's nobody here. Right under me, it's one of my favorite musicians, local or otherwise. This guy produced my band's first and only EP.
You remember
Member,
that, dude?
yeah, I remember that.
You remember, dude?
Member of more bands than I can conceive. Give it up for Raul Ganzi
Hello.
Gonzalez right
What's up,
here.
y'all?
Oh, throwing up the peace sign. Somebody should throw up that like the whole
Wu Tang.
what's the whole thing?
Korean Heart.
The Queen of
The
Hearts.
little, or this too.
Ooh, that one too. T Sweet It with T Sweet. And then I haven't seen that one before. Okay, and then last but not least, my co-host, best friend, former bandmate. We worked at a baseball stadium together, and we did nothing but listen to that fucking what's that song? I forgot.
Jesse's
I
on a
wanna.
vacation far away. The meaning is
Anytime that
knocking
song plays, we
over.
stop doing whatever we were doing and just listen to that song. Give it up for Arnold Treviño, aka Arnie, aka Noldy, aka the Noldy Peach. Uh,
And Arn.
I don't, and Arn. I think I'm the only one that's ever called you that, but that's
Arn
fine.
Anderson.
Arn Anderson, part of the Four Horsemen. So now that we've introduced everybody, let's talk about what this podcast is going to be and what it is we're going to do. So the podcast is called Hindsight 2020, a musical retrospective. Originally, what this was supposed to be
Someone
about,
rang my doorbell, so I gotta go get that.
well, we'll see you in a minute. This is very professional. Yeah, this basically what this podcast is going to be about is that we're going to be reviewing and discussing albums that we felt defined the previous decade, and basically trying to discuss the social and musical impact of these albums, what made them so special, why do we think they mattered so much to the musical landscape of the past decade. We'll be talking about albums such as Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly," um, Carly Rae Jepsen's "Emotion," uh, one of my personal favorite albums, which is going to be the subject of our very first episode, which is Jeff Rosenstock's "Worry." So it's going to be a fun little project. Initially, it was going to be just 10 episodes, but then we realized we couldn't decide on just 10 albums to talk about. So we're going to keep it going for as long as we can. Uh, if you guys have any suggestions for albums we should potentially discuss, by all means, let us know in the comments, and we'll look into them. So, do you guys have any expectations for you guys are ready to have a good time? Like, you guys like have any particular album you can't wait to get to, or yeah,
Well,
Arnold?
I'm just excited to listen to albums and actually be put myself into listening to an album for a long time because there's so many albums I've put off or I've only heard like a few songs here and there, and I'm just excited to start breaking down things up, breaking things up and whatever.
Yeah, dude. I feel I'm very lazy when it comes to listening to new music. I kind of cycle through the same albums back and forth, and normally when I discover something new, it just pops up on Spotify or something like that, and I'm like, oh, this is cool, and I listen to it. So just like you, I have an entire back catalog of albums I have yet to listen to that I've been meaning to, and this gives me a reason to actually go. into these albums and go super in depth. So that's cool. Anybody else have any opinions they'd like to share about this whole journey we're gonna take together?
Does
I'm
anybody
excited to
else take?
see.
Oh, go.
Wow, fucking Raul, bro. All
Sorry,
right,
dude.
bro. You live in
I was gonna ask.
Austin, bro.
Sorry,
Good
I was gonna ask
shit,
quick.
dude.
Has
I get
is
you.
anybody?
Yeah, your internet doesn't work or whatever.
Sorry,
All
sorry.
right, go for it. Go for it.
What's it called? Is anybody else taking notes like while they're listening to the album? Or are they just kind of like they have in their head like what they're gonna say?
No, I have like a whole like
right.
notes thing full
Yeah,
of
I'm
just
writing down stuff.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
Word document.
Okay, that's good. All right,
Yeah.
so it's not just me.
I'm reading album reviews, interviews with the artist, uh, any sort of articles that were written about, that particular artist around the time that the album was dropped. I'm going in deep, and I was really excited because I was talking to Victoria, who's this way, right? Am I pointing in the right direction? Okay. I
yeah.
was talking to Victoria, and she was telling me she was doing pretty much the same thing, and I think I kept her up all night just sending her links to various like reviews and articles about our first album. So I'm sorry about that, but it's also a lot of fun. Orly, you were gonna say something before
I rudely
Raul
interrupted.
rudely
Yeah, it's
interrupted
okay.
you.
It's okay. It's fine. Um, no, like what I was gonna say is like I'm excited to see like because a lot of the albums that we've chosen for like the first 10 episodes at least so far from what I've seen from the list you sent us is that I've almost heard every album that's on there. Not all of them, but like most of them, like a good 80% of them. So I'm excited to see like everyone's different opinions and different takes on the albums that I have heard already, and like I have my own personal opinions on them, like if I like them, hate them, or how I felt towards them. Like especially right now with the Jeff Rosenstock like album, The Worry, I've heard it like a few times, and I've like watched it. I've watched it. I mean, I've watched like videos of like all like the making of the album and stuff like that because I was just that into the album,
Oh, hey,
and now I'm excited to see other people's opinion.
everything good? You kind of crapped out on me for a second.
No, yeah, I still hear everyone. Everything cool.
Mhm.
All right, so yeah, just basically that. Like, just like excited to see everyone's opinion on albums that I already have my own personal opinions on. See everyone's different takes on it.
Yeah, dude, but that's kind of like a double-edged sword for me because I'm really excited, but there's some albums that I just love so much that I'm scared to know that you guys hate them. Like uh Worry is one of my favorite albums of all time. So I'm hoping we're all in agreement that it's a good album, but I know there's gonna be, differing opinions, a varying scale of how much you like it, you know. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's nerve inducing, definitely.
So what you're saying is hating an album is an option? Because I didn't know
It
that. I
does.
didn't know that was an option.
I
Definitely.
mean, it definitely is. There's
All
good,
right, I'm gonna be the JBL of every of every panelist.
He's
you're
the
gonna be the
heel.
Anthony
I'm the
Fantano
heel,
and just give. You're gonna be Anthony Fantano and give every great album a 6 out of 10,
dude. I'm
just
down.
to
This
be.
is just compliment the shit out
Where's
of
your
it. And I'm
plaid
gonna give it
shirt?
a 4.
Gotta get a
Yeah,
plaid
dude.
shirt.
I don't
You
have a
need the
plaid shirt.
flannel, dude. You need the red flannel to
You
I'm
need
gonna
the
make
shave my
flannel.
album
head
a
too.
notch
I'm gonna
better.
shave my head too. Just watch,
Dude, you heard
New
it here
album,
first,
not good.
folks. He
dude.
shaves his head.
Maybe.
Okay. Uh, I'm seeing here we have a couple people watching. So, did you guys have any suggestions? Any albums y'all think we should listen to? You would like to hear us talk about? By all means, let us know. Is there any particular album that you're excited to talk about from the list that we have, or from the thousands more that we've ended up talking about? Any album you wish was on this list?
Mine. I wish my suggestion was on the list, which was Frank Ocean's Channel Orange, and I thought that album was so fucking amazing. And then it's like, and I saw the list. I'm like, it's not on there. I'm like, it's all good because the other albums are really good as well. But still, I got really sad.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's definitely going to be on one of the later episodes. It's a great up. It's one of those albums I was surprised I didn't see on the list, the initial list. I was surprised to not see Channel Orange. I was surprised to not see. I mentioned the title fight. I was surprised Title Fight didn't make it onto the first 10 episodes, but there'll always be time for it.
Are we
What
gonna do
about you?
mixtapes?
Can we do mixtapes? What do you guys say?
I think we
I
can.
think I think we can.
Together.
Because nostalgia is definitely better than Chanel Orange. Just saying.
Nostalgia, yes, but what I was like going with the preference of like he said albums, and I was thinking like, oh, albums are like massed, like accessible, like everyone can can grab an album and like can access to an album. Mixtapes are more in the hidden realm. You have to go like it's like even some people like going to SoundCloud is too much for them. Just saying.
I get you.
I get that. What about you, Victoria? Any album that you would like to discuss?
Contenta Butterfly. I've been waiting so hard for that one. You have no clue. But besides that, I have a whole list, but I don't think they're ready yet to be acknowledged. I don't want to get roasted in this chat just yet, so that's for the group chat.
Okay.
Dude, say one album so we can roast you real quick, bro. Just kidding.
Oh, shit, bro. I want to do
Not putting you on the spot.
Because the Internet by Gambino. Honestly,
Garbage, bro. I'm just kidding. It's a great album.
dude, thank
Great
you.
album. Just kidding.
No, I fucking
Cul-de-sac
know.
is
That's
way
why
better.
I said it. You're not wrong,
What?
but so I thought. Sorry.
Because the Internet, that's one of my favorite albums. How many times did we see him at South by that year, Arnold?
We saw him like 3 times, dude.
3 times. It was so dope.
We even went to like some random house to go to a garage sale with him
Dude,
there.
The backyard sale. That was dope.
That was legit. That was a pretty legit time.
Oh, hey, we have another guest.
Yes, dude. I'll fucking kill anyone to protect that cat, bro.
Vanilla, she's a bitch. She's gonna hit me in a second. Maybe bite my hand.
She talks more than you.
I'm sorry, Arnold. I can't speak over you half the time because you're so fucking loud. So
Oh.
Already seeing some division in the chat. So I'm very excited to break down these albums. I think it'll be a very interesting conversation to have. I was thinking, I think we mentioned this in the group chat, but I don't know if this is something you guys would be interested in. Maybe taking a look at albums that had a negative impact, or albums that you think kind of were big, like they blew up,
But they fell off.
They impacted the musical landscape, but maybe for the worse. Would that be
anything by Migos. Anything by Migos.
Oh, Hyperview by Title Fight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was thinking Lil Peep's Hellboy mixtape would be in the running for that one for me. I mean,
Maybe.
R.I.P. to the kid, but that album was not good, if I'm being honest.
I agree.
Little Xan's like Anarchy album. That one fucking was straight up. That like brought like the whole drug rap shit way down.
Chance the Rapper. Like anything he makes.
He's not wrong. He's not fucking wrong.
I like that.
I like some of his songs. I'm not gonna lie.
Songs or
Yeah.
albums?
Songs. I like some of his songs.
That's
I don't
different.
like the full project, sadly.
Yeah,
Sadly.
that's where the problem lays.
He got you there, just like not albums, songs.
No, that's why. Like some of the songs are like they're fun, but I wouldn't say any of his albums were like, wow, let me I'll listen to anything else besides this for a month straight.
Yeah.
Like I think some of his best songs were in Ass Rap and Coloring Book. The rest of them you could just throw out. Just certain songs though.
Dude, that one song he did with Childish Gambino, your favorite song? That was dope.
Oh dude, that one was good.
Fair.
This is your favorite song. You just don't know the words. I still fuck with you.
Can he do that? Can
Yeah.
he sing the songs and it doesn't infringe on the copyright? Can we do that?
I think we're okay live.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think we're safe on live. I mean, I know people have had that issue before, like playing like music and getting in trouble.
Hmm.
Like a copyright.
You can risk it. I don't know. It's up to you.
Well, Orly sounds a lot better, so I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
He does.
that's fair. You're not wrong.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about some of the other people. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the other people that we're going to have involved in this because we've got a good group of people, and I think it's going to be an ever growing group. So it's no coincidence that some of the people that are going to be involved in this are artists, podcasters, musicians, comedians. So there's a whole group of people that I'm really excited to have on here. For example, Raul, he's a member of Innocent Android, Persephone and the Monster, or
Oh
oh, that
yeah,
had a new name, right? Spirit
too many bands.
Detective, Creature in the Spiral. He basically he did the keyboard
True.
outro to one of our songs, so he's technically a Quest Texas member. Um, we're also going to be
Honorable.
having Michael Fall. I've never learned how to describe how to pronounce his last name, so if he's watching this and I butchered it, I'm sorry. Member of one of my favorite bands who I fanboy over so often, which is Secret Stuff. So I'm very excited to get him on the podcast. Alexander Leary, formerly of Boyson, now of Good Going, is going to be on here too. Uh, Texas comedian Raymond Cabrera is going to be on here.
Oh,
Raul is gone. That
There
is
he goes.
rough.
Keep it going.
his minutes ran out. It's all good.
Well, he only had 5 gigs for hotspot and it's over.
Weekend
Um,
the weekend unlimited minutes starts at 10, so he's like 2 minutes too late.
yeah, he was almost there. Yeah, Raymond Cabrera, one of my favorite comedians. Nicole Guevara, one of my oldest friends, who has a very eclectic taste in music. So
Fucking
it's
Nicole.
hell yeah, bro. It's going to be a really exciting group of people, and I can't wait to kind of get into the nitty gritty with y'all and talk about these. Oh, Joel Alexander. How did I forget the man himself? One of my favorite graphic designers, musicians too. He was part of Shit Happens, in Vignette, member of Dan Taylor, has his own side project which is Ander. And if you haven't checked out his work out, we'll probably leave a link in the description for everybody who's on here, who we just mentioned, so you can check out their stuff. I think it's going to be really cool to allow them to showcase their work as well as talk about, all these other people's works. That being said, we've got about. I want to kind of wrap this up at 30 minutes. We have 10 minutes to go. Anybody want to discuss any of your projects? Anything that you guys got going on? Let's go ahead and plug your stuff. I know Orly has his new podcast, which is called Nosy. Want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah. First of all, the reason why I call it nosy is not because I'm like, oh, I want to know. I'm like nosy about people's business. It's nosy because I got a big fucking nose. That's plain and simple. Uh, it's just about me like talking about random shit, whatever I have in mind at the time. Usually, I do it like around like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning. I'm just recording on my laptop, just bored talking about random shit, thinking my opinion on something is valid. Uh, Another thing. Oh, look at this, dude. Oh, another thing that I want to plug on here actually is that tomorrow, I'm gonna have a live cast of it, like how we're having it here. It's gonna be also featuring Franny, and it's gonna be featuring my friend Carlos Irizarry and my friend Kevin Loredo. We're gonna be talking about mental health and specifically more about suicide than anything, because I think from like everyone that I've known, we all have personal experiences in that realm. So I would like to talk about it and see their opinions on it, and express my opinion on it as well. When I do live ones, because I want to do several ones like with different people, interviewing different people that I know, I want to talk about more serious topics and just like when I am. If you guys have heard any of the episodes I've released, it's just me rambling. But I want to be more serious when it comes to like the live ones. So, yeah.
Definitely, I feel that. I feel that. Uh, Victoria, you got anything going on? Anything you'd like to talk about?
God, no. This is the only thing I'm doing, and I'm so glad it's finally happening because I've had nothing to do for the past month and a half. And I'm going crazy.
I'm glad you're going to be a part of this. I'm very, very excited. So it's gonna be great. We've got Arnold over here. I don't know if you're still doing All About Arn or
I
All About
am. I'm
Arnold.
actually.
Just shoot it as a
So
plug.
yeah, I'll shoot my plug, bro. So I got a YouTube channel. Originally, it was gonna be like a bunch of things with homies, and it just eventually turned out to me just doing a vlog because I made fun of a vlogger I knew, and became more successful by like 50 subscribers. So I was like, all right, like I was, so I was like, fuck it, I'll keep this going.
Flex on is too hard, bro.
I'm doing it for me. So if it offends you, like, sorry, it's mainly just me keeping up like with what the fuck I do. So if you want to follow that, just look up Time Bomb Vids on YouTube. It's like a photo of me, that right there, or Time Bomb Videos. Type in all about
Yo, we
Arnold.
have that ready, dude.
I got
Yeah.
my vlog. I got random videos here and there. I got a little bit of the mic drop videos also. So,
Are any videos that we did on there, like from when we were in high school, are they still there?
oh yeah, our sketches from back in the day, they're definitely there. So,
Perfect.
we got
Well,
I
I'm
got
gonna hit that up right now. I got you. Don't worry about it.
we got old school
Got you right here, boy.
podcasts.
Let's get it.
Got me jumping off a bridge, us playing the game of life on a board game. The board game of life. Scott Pilgrim, my first vlog. Definitely like the other sketches we made are there also. Our best friend short, that was a good one
Oh man, that was
with the
Poor,
homeboy Mark.
poor Mark. We really gave him a terrible role in that one. Gonzi, anything to plug?
Can you guys hear me? Like, is this working?
Yeah.
It's cool. All right.
Good.
I have an album coming out next Friday.
Nice.
Yeah. I was working
Plug
on
that
it.
shit. Plug it.
Go to Bandcamp / Raul Gonzalez 1 or Raul Gonzalez Jr. 1, and on Spotify too. Eventually, I don't know when that's gonna come out. I think probably May 1st. But yeah, first solo project technically.
First solo project. I'm very excited
Yeah.
to hear that. Fun fact.
Well, you actually already have heard it.
I heard the sneak peek.
Yeah.
Fun fact, when we do the first official episode of this, you'll hear the musical stylings of Gonzi, who did our intro,
Theme
he did our
song.
theme song. So that's going to be really cool.
It's a TBS sitcom level theme song.
Hell yeah. It's going to be some very...
And everyone's gonna be like,
Bare Naked Ladies,
Oh my
Big
god.
Big Bang Theory.
The equivalent. It's
Uh,
better than the Will and Grace theme song.
Oh no, dude, nothing's better than nothing better than the Will and Grace theme song.
We're gonna be
In my
it-
opinion.
Is it better than the Reba sitcom?
Fuck no.
Fuck no, right?
Reba's in my heart, bro.
better.
look at those hot dogs, man. Look at them dogs, dude.
That's actually how me and Arnold bonded for the first time.
I'm
We
gonna-
sang that song. We sang the theme song at the dugout.
Our theme song.
You remember
I love
that?
that song. I do kind of remember that.
Yeah,
That is beautiful. That's a true friendship right there.
yeah, dude.
Our theme song is on par, so it's just as good, perhaps maybe slightly better than the Full House theme song. And Full House is pretty up there.
Fuller House. It's definitely better than Fuller House for sure.
Everything is
Yeah.
better than Fuller House.
Did we talk
Everything.
about Fuller House, dude? Did we talk about that in this house? I don't think so.
No.
So,
The house is too full. I can't get any fuller.
Uncle Jesse got arrested for aggravated assault?
Who?
yo, they all
Dude,
got-
nothing's gonna beat. Sorry. Nothing's gonna beat Tim Allen's fucking catchphrase. Oh, dude.
So, real quick shout out to two people that are watching. Kevin Loretto, who commented yeet, and
There you go.
so thank you for that very informative commentary. Kevin, is there any album you would like to hear us discuss on later episodes? Anything having to do with dogs, maybe? You want us do an episode about dog memes or something?
Hello, this is Dog.
Hello, this is Dog.
That is his specialty.
Will Uncle Jesse uses this is from Angelo Lira. Will Uncle Jesse use his catchphrase in jail? What was his catchphrase? I forget.
Have mercy.
Have mercy.
Have mercy.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it was the Elvis impersonation.
There we
Drop
go.
the soap. Have mercy.
Evil meter.
That was
Good
pretty
dog
good.
meme
That's
ranking.
my favorite Full House catchphrase was the "You got it, dude."
Nah, dude, it was the
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Dave Coulier, dude. Dave Coulier. Cut it out. Dude, that was my shit. I love that. See, this is the mixed bag of doing this is that we're 30 minutes in and we're getting people watching now. So, do we keep this going?
Let's keep
We
it going, dude. Let's keep it going. I miss my friends. I want to talk to y'all.
I second that. Keep it fucking going. We can all drop out as we get we like pussy out, but it's fine.
Body
Using
shots in
that the
the
longest.
bathroom way.
Body parts in the bathroom, dude. Are we back in Chapman? Dude, I remember this one time in middle school, I was
We're gonna keep this going, bro. I'm gonna like.
how you had to wait in the morning to go to class. There was this kid like juggling oranges, and I smacked one, like, well, he had it midair. I smacked it out of his hand, and it just like smashed on the floor. And he was like, "What the fuck, bro? Body shots or what, dude?"
Did you?
For an orange.
Did you?
Did
you?
Dude, if I'm a
He's a
pussy
pacifist.
dude, I'm a
Can we rank all of Franny's like pussy moments when he didn't do body shots with someone because he was scared? That's number 4. I'm sure you have the worst one.
Takashi going in hard on you, friend.
God.
Remember that one time? I'm pretty sure this happened many times to other people. It's like, all right, guys, body shots, no face, and first shot, straight in the
Like,
face.
I've been there. I've been
No, how about this? Have you guys ever been taking a shit and then they happen to be body shots right outside? You just gotta like sit there and you're just like, oh god, like just lose already, dog. Like, dude,
You're
that's fucking
just
terrible.
on the toilet calling security. Security, sir, sir.
What school did y'all guys go to?
The cool ones, dude.
Dude, not that, but I remember this one time I was in one act, so we had to do a theater clinic.
Oh, dude, put that on the list of pussy moments. He's in one act. That's another one, bro.
That's number 2. That's number 2. Keep going, Franny. We have a spots to go.
We had to do a theater clinic in Eagle Pass. So we went to Eagle Pass High School, and I had to go to the restroom. So I walk into the restroom, and I noticed there's no mirrors at the restrooms, and I was like, "Why aren't there any mirrors?" And I asked one of the kids that was from that high school. So I was like, "Hey, how come you guys don't have any mirrors?" And they were like, "Oh, we had to take them off because people were like busting them, using them to stab each other."
Oh shit!
I was like,
Was this at Eagle Pass High School or CC Win?
Eagle Pass High School, actually.
Okay, yeah, because I think because I was also in one act, so I also have a pussy moment.
That's number 3 for Raul.
Yeah, that's number 3 for me.
Bro.
Number 1 and 2 was me not having internet and my phone dying.
And him running out of minutes, bro.
And running out of minutes. Hey, dude, leave my track phone alone and my monophonic ringtone.
Pásale, sir.
No, yeah, dude, we actually did we had competition, but at CC Win. We never went to Eagle Pass High School. That's crazy. I don't know.
Apparently, it's a dangerous place to be. What I heard most about that trip was not just the mirror shanks.
But how far it was.
Not just that, but they promised us that we were gonna go eat at Golden Corral after clinic.
Oh yeah.
Number 5.
Golden Corral's the shit though.
I love Golden Corral.
Is it though?
Yeah,
I want to be sponsored by Golden Corral, guys. So yes, it is.
Dude, if I want to,
best.
And
low standard.
honestly, the one in Eagle Pass is better than the one in Laredo.
No, they didn't have one. When I went, they didn't have. We went to a
No.
fucking sirloin stockade.
Sirloin stockade. No, that shit's good, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
that shit's actually good, dude. That shit's fucking.
That shit's good, dude.
Yeah,
that shit pop off, bro.
You can tell it was good because it closed down in Laredo and became a Texas Longhorn Steakhouse or whatever.
Yeah, there's a reason they're no longer.
So where was your support, guys? Where was your support?
talks about supporting.
Speaking to the mic,
local
bro. You're
and
mumbling,
sirloin
bro.
stockade.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, yeah, that whole trip, we went to Sirloin Stockade. I tried eating there. I couldn't. I just ate breadsticks, and that
Why?
and
What are you, a
the
Tumblr
only
girl?
thing that was palatable, dude. Everything else was really
Eating
shit.
nothing but breadsticks.
Put that
Taking
as a-
advantage of that unlimited breadsticks, bro.
When you're broke and you
Unlimited.
need something.
Damn, bro. He got those wish breadsticks, dog. Took him 6 months
4
to
months
get
to
there,
get
bro.
them. Yeah.
So, since we have a couple more listeners in the comment, let's put out this question, guys. Is there any albums you would like for us to review in later episodes? If you are just tuning in, basically what this podcast is going to be about is that we review albums, we discuss albums, and talk about their impact both on society at large and on the current musical landscape. So, is there any albums of the past decade that you think were heavily influential or heavily impactful to our current music scene? Uh, Let us know in the comments. Tell us what you guys think. We'll add it to our list, and we'll definitely talk about these albums. So, yeah, go ahead and let us know. Let's not just talk about body shots and dog memes. Let's talk about some albums. Let's bring
I'm
up some
surprised nobody said any like bedroom pop albums.
bedroom pop, some Clyro, some
Yeah, like
Some
some
Cuco.
Boy Pablo.
oh boy,
Boy
I like Boy
Pablo.
Pablo.
Yeah, Boy
some
Pablo.
Cuco,
Yeah,
dude, some Cuco.
What's that other guy?
Cuco.
Yellow
no,
Days.
he was canceled, guys. Sorry.
Wait,
Who?
Why?
Who got canceled?
He got canceled a
Why was
while
he
back. I
canceled?
remember on Twitter.
Cuco got
Really?
I feel like it's always just because someone's a pedophile. That's usually what I always keep hearing. Like something with minors. That's what I always hear.
Comes with the music, baby.
Yeah.
But isn't he?
But like, is
Isn't
there
he?
anything? Isn't it?
I thought he was pretty young too.
We
Wasn't
have
he pretty
I think
young?
he was over. I think he's over 18. That was like where everyone
Yeah,
was
he's
drawing the
20.
line.
He's like 22.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
young, but like he was like hitting up like 13-year-olds or something. I'd have to find proof. So
not
We
cool.
got
I
a
just remember-
comment.
Real?
We got a comment from Alexis Ray Chapa, member of Valle
Lex.
Campa, and also as Lex, her solo stuff, which is really fucking cool. Y'all should check that out. Definitely. She said Lil Wayne's 2008 album.
The Carter 3.
Her name.
mhm,
That's got to be the Carter 3.
it has to be.
First of all, it's a 2008 album, so I don't know if it qualifies. So it has to be 2010 and up. But it was.
But it's
Does it
also
have to be?
it's also Little Wayne, dude. I don't think it's the Carter 3. I'm sorry. I think that one gets a
Did she
pass
say?
because it
Did
is
you just say Little Wayne?
Lil Wayne. Yeah.
Hold on.
Little Wayne, shit, because my mic cut off like the entire
Hold
time
on,
right
hold
now.
If we're talking Lil Wayne albums, and
Okay,
this
Little
might-
Wayne.
this might be a hot take, but if we're
Uh-huh.
talking influential Lil Wayne albums, for better or worse, I think his rap rock album Rebirth needs to be the album we discuss on this podcast.
I agree.
I'll
Because
back that
I will
up.
pick the world up and I will drop it on your fucking head.
I respect that.
Isn't that the one where
Where
everyone was like saying that he did all the instrumentals himself and stuff, but it was all bullshit?
Dude, yeah,
It's
was
that
on-
one, right?
Dude, I don't know if it's still there, but for a while, if you looked up that album's Wikipedia article on the production tab, it said that Lil Wayne played all the instruments on Rebirth. So,
That's gonna fire. I believe that. I believe our man Little Wayne would do that.
That's the
He saved
deepest
the music.
lie.
if
Yeah.
you believe that, I've got, you probably believe that if you inject disinfectant, you'll cure yourself of COVID-19.
And I think it's gonna kill me, and I'm tired, so I'm not gonna.
My
I don't
president
know. I can.
is not wrong. My president is right.
Lex said that she was not feeling that album. I'm assuming she's referring to Rebirth. I don't think anyone was feeling that album, to be completely honest.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point, bro.
But if we're
He's being reborn into a shitty artist. You know, that's the thing.
If we're being true to the theme of the podcast, which is albums that were influential and impactful to today's current musical landscape, every rapper right now kind of has like this rap rock feel to them. You know, they're all kind of going for that, you know,
That
rough
alt.
around the edges alt rap. So I feel like there's a point to be made that you can trace that back to Rebirth.
But would people say it's Rebirth, or would they just like, oh, Lil Wayne? I think that's where the line like gets drawn. Because I think everyone just knows the Carter Three. I've never heard anyone ever mention Rebirth in any conversation about Lil Wayne
Mm-hmm.
and his music. So
I remember that album, as much as I hated Rebirth, that album was pretty huge. I remember when MTV would still do like their spring break live concerts, they had him play the whole album. There was like a clip of him playing like Prom Queen, and they hand him an unplugged guitar, and he's just
Prom Queen.
noodling on it during the solo.
Fucking noodling on.
Like going like this, and, he's just, and like the actual solo just like there's like so I feel
It's
like
just the G chord over and over. You just fucking like, woo!
He was playing on a 7/8 pattern on like a.
Go pulling out the tabs on us,
Had a
bro.
little lamb.
Oh, dude. We're gonna actually never.
So I definitely feel like you led us in the right direction, Lex. We will be discussing Lil Wayne, but I think we'll be discussing Rebirth. The Carter 3 was a great album, though. I absolutely did fuck with that album pretty heavy.
The best of the Carters.
It is the
Absolutely.
best of the Carter. Definitely.
Mhm.
Do you think the Carter 5 was a little overhyped? Is that
Yes.
a shared consensus?
100%.
here?
hmm
100%, yeah.
100%.
A lot of people were waiting for it. It's kind of like Kanye West and Jay-Z when they dropped, Watch the Throne. Like people always rumored. That was rumored like for years. That was rumored. Oh, it's gonna drop. And it dropped whenever it was like Jay-Z's worst era, and then like Kanye's like meh, okay-ish era. You know, like it could have been better. It could have been better if it was dropped earlier. If it was worked on earlier.
You know what album never dropped, but I've always waited for it. But now I think both artists are past their prime. So if it were to drop now, I would not be into it. Remember, there was always like a rumor of a Kanye.
The J. Cole Kendrick.
Kanye West and Drake.
Oh.
They were supposed to collaborate.
Oh,
on
yeah.
an album.
Yeah, that relationship's cut, isn't it?
Cut it out, my guy.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Full circle, my guy.
But also
Have
Kendrick
mercy.
Lamar and J. Cole would be
I had always heard about that one, the Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole one.
I don't
Heard
know if
about
that
that
one
too.
would
Kendrick
be
Lamar and
even
J. Cole,
good.
dude. They even named like the album name for it, which is like Black Friday or something like that.
Yeah.
okay.
Everyone went quiet. Did everyone disagree with me
You
right
paused,
there? or
I
what?
could, your
No, 'cause
shit
you
like
like-
went off.
Yeah.
Like your shit cut
No,
off.
that was my. Oh, okay. There was that album, that rumor, and they even named it, which was like Black Friday.
Mm.
Mm.
Same
That's what it was,
reaction.
like that was the rumored name. Yeah, same reaction. No one's like, I was like, oh, okay, continue.
Oh.
I would be down to
Oh,
listen
okay.
to that. On this
Yeah, it's
day
like,
and age.
All right, thank you guys.
Oh, shit.
Just that disappointed in the reaction.
Any other albums? People in the comments? Anything else you'd like for us to discuss?
All six
More
of you guys.
Yeah, more in depth. Right now, we're just kind of giving like quick little like gut
Spiels here and there.
opinions.
And any narco corridos albums?
Oh.
Anybody?
Grupero music.
Yeah. Anybody?
I think we need to discuss some bad.
Some what?
What?
I think we need to discuss some Bad Bunny at some point on this podcast.
Oh.
Bad Bunny.
Oh,
Some reggaeton.
Oh.
Top
Daddy
emo
Yankee
album for
guys,
each of you?
right now.
Angelo is asking, what's the top emo album for each of us?
Yeah, so if we're talking of this decade,
Of this decade?
yeah,
I like Verga.
I don't think there's I have a
Uh,
problem from this decade.
Decade. I'd definitely say Floral Green by Title
Green.
Fight.
Yeah.
I really like things with
That was
Things
last
With People Are
decade.
Missing
Or
by Balance and Composure. things we think we're missing.
I don't listen to anything emo past like 2013. I think.
2013 is in this decade, dude. Quick.
Last decade.
Oh shit! Last decade though, isn't it?
We're in a new decade, bruh.
True, we are.
Well, he just said top album, like emo album. There was no like.
Okay, fine.
He just
American
said
football.
it. I think it's free game.
We'll
American
open
football.
it up.
Since this is the testing screening, it's not really like counting it for the actual thing.
Okay. We're opening it up to all times.
Just for this episode. Or
this
episode.
Anything stands, so I want to go for in defense of the genre. If I say anything,
Mm.
but if we're being objective and we need to talk, like metrics of like financial success or most influential, like what brought emo to like the forefront, like what brought it.
I think I know which one you're gonna say.
3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, My Chemical Romance.
That was the
think that's the
iconic
one.
one.
I think that's the one that did it.
I also like Queen.
The Queen album was Black Parade.
Fuck.
And it's a fucking masterpiece, by the way.
Mine is Black Parade.
Black Parade.
It's just like literally like like you gave it the perfect example last time, like the perfect explanation. When we were at Whataburger, and you said like, oh dude, that's like the most like rock opera album without it being a rock opera. And I'm like, that's true. And it's like it's really fucking good. Like it literally carries the story all throughout, beginning to end, like crisp.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's just one of the best albums.
The first Sunny Day Real Estate album.
Oh shit! Here
What?
we go with the deep cut. Sunny
No,
Day
what?
Real Estate. Yeah.
The first Sunny Day Real Estate album.
It's been a minute. I haven't heard that in a while.
You're saying it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, you're saying it way too fast.
Sunny Day.
The first Sunny Day Real Estate album.
You're saying it way too fast.
Get the fuck.
Sunny Day Real Estate. They're fucking good. Dude, shit, because there's so many good albums, dude. Like
From Under the Cork Tree is my number one. Absolutely.
Portrait, Fall Out Boy. Hell
Nothing
yeah.
will ever compare to that art.
Something to Write Home About by the Get Up Kids. It's also
No.
which Victoria also got me on vinyl. So shout out to Victoria for getting me that record. Angelo, you gave us the hardest question.
What is yours, Angelo? Come on.
Angelo, what is your top album? You can't just.
Where the fuck you at? Where you at,
He's gonna say the Sunny Day Real Estate album.
Are we gonna start fighting people in the comments?
He's gonna
Taking
say
Back Sunday.
Carly Rae Jepsen's Emotion.
Hey, that's a good album.
That is the emo album.
Dude,
It's got emotion on it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to review that album. Especially because that's the episode with Raymond Cabrera, who's one of my favorite comedians. So it's
gonna be so fun.
The new Selena Gomez album is pretty good, I will say.
I haven't heard it.
Dude, it's super good. Like, I bumped that shit.
Why? Why is it good? I don't believe that for one second, Arnold.
It's Selena Gomez actually sounding better than ever before. I didn't like her stuff before, but this time, like this album, it's just like from start to finish. It's poppy. It lures you in. It's everything I would want in a pop album, and then she sounds amazing. And I don't like her voice usually, but she sounds better here.
I can respect that.
Okay. I respect that. I need to listen to it.
That's your top album?
That's definitely my pop. Definitely right now of this decade. Top pop album.
Top pop album.
Okay.
Yeah, but Roddy Ricch the Box though.
Oh,
I fuck with that.
that is a banger.
That is a banger. Angelo, your top emo album, dude. I think he dipped. If he did,
There he is. There he is.
There he is.
Census
Oh.
failed.
Hell yeah.
God, miss them.
Don't play live music. Don't play the music.
Yeah. I forgot.
The right to any of this music, by the way.
We all now owe $1,000 to whoever that was.
No, I'm gonna
I'm only co-host.
That's almost Franny.
Everybody.
This is Arnold's podcast.
My YouTube money does not give me enough.
Yeah.
bro.
Well, start making that money, Arnold. You got to pay it back somehow.
I need to gain back the ad revenue because Jake Paul or whatever ruined it for me.
Oh, he did. He did.
Which
R.I.P.
one of
to
the
that.
Paul brothers was the one that filmed the dead body in a forest?
Logan Paul.
That's the guy, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Piece of shit.
That's the guy.
God, he ruined the internet.
That's a shit, but that's metal as fuck though.
He's the reason that why YouTube has like stricter rules now on ad
Yeah.
revenue.
Yeah, he really fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah, I had a whole $6. You know,
Is it 3 now or what, or 2?
it's still 6 because you can only get deposited like $100 increments or something. So I was like,
I don't
man,
know.
I'm really waiting for this 90 plus, like 90 whatever, $3, $94.
$94.
Right now, you got money to afford a quesarito at Taco Bell. That's the goal.
True. That is true.
Taco Bell sponsored.
Too many people talk shit on Taco Bell, man.
But okay, here's a real question for y'all though. Can you all smash a 12-pack like taco box from Taco Bell in less than 12 minutes?
Absolutely. I will want to fucking die afterwards, but I can do it.
I hate Taco Bell. Sorry, guys. I don't like Taco
I
Bell.
respect that.
Is there
You know.
a way to kick people out? Is that
Sorry.
a possibility?
Can I
Granny,
delete
there's a
somebody
mod
else's
to get him
internet?
out.
Oh,
Sorry.
Angelo.
Just start calling him. Just fuck up his minutes so he can't be on here
Yeah.
anymore.
Sorry.
Angelo is taking this question very seriously, Arnold, but he's asking supreme or regular.
Ooh,
Supreme
Ooh.
that does affect the possibility of how fast
If you're a
you eat it,
pussy,
because
yes. If you're a pussy, yes.
I could eat either or. I'd be fine.
Yeah, same.
The sour cream. I don't know. I feel like that. I think I could do it. I think I could pull it off.
Sound like
I
you
still
can't
need
do
a
it, Granny.
food challenge.
Dude,
Do
Arnold got
mukbang.
used to
Start doing
doing
mukbang
ramen.
videos, Arnold. Make money. That's where the money's at.
Mukbang.
Mm.
I'll pay for your first meal for your first video. I'll sponsor it.
Ooh, all right, bet. But you choose what meal it is.
Anything is a free game.
Not like canned chicken.
No, like actual like what are you allergic to anything, or is it like I can choose legit like the rowdiest shit I can find? Like what's the win? Like
rowdiest. You can, as long as it's local. I'm in Laredo right now.
that's kind of obsessing. Okay, bet I'll do it. I got you for sure.
Bet.
Y'all heard me there.
Bet. This is it. This is the contract. I got this.
Signed.
Signed. Do it in the private chat. I'll sign it.
On the dotted line, my guys.
I'm sending you my Venmo in the private chat.
All right, we're
Do it.
going on 15 minutes. Do we want to go to an hour or what are we? We're kind of just winging this or taking this by ear.
Yeah, like 10 more
should we just
minutes.
like top off? Should we top
Yeah,
off
man.
like
Yeah. We should
Yeah,
top
I guess
off.
so.
I don't think anyone else is commenting.
What does that mean? I don't understand the
Yeah,
jargon.
Quick recap.
set a capstone to this? Like reiterate what we're gonna do.
Come to the conclusion.
Yeah, plug our things. When are we gonna be available? When is this the next time we want people to see us?
Okay, so let's get into that. Let's quick recap. Basically, if you're just tuning in, this podcast we're going to be discussing albums that we felt had a big impact on the music scene and also on society at large, and we discussed why. We also will be so we'll be taking suggestions for albums that you guys would like for us to discuss. I'm hoping we will be doing our live broadcasts uh, on Sunday nights around 7 p.m. local time here in Laredo. We'll have to clarify for any out of town or out of state listeners. 7 p.m. Sunday nights, and we'll be hopefully uploading the audio only version of the podcast to all streaming platforms, hopefully Monday or Tuesday mornings. Um, Again, let's do a quick round for everybody to plug any upcoming projects, and just a quick reintroduction before we cap off. Right here we got the magnificent Orlando Valdez. Uh, Plug any other projects and just say what's up, or say later. You know.
Well, Orly, might have an art show soon. I'm not sure how soon is soon, but I already have like a concept. I'm already looking at a place. Hopefully, after all this quarantine shit is over, so that should come out within the next few months. I'm also have my own podcast, Nosy. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a live cast featuring Franny, the host of this podcast, and two other friends. We're going to be talking about mental health and specifically about mental health, about suicide, and our experiences with that and our opinions on it and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Cool, cool. Here we've got my favorite person in the world, Victoria Craddock. Anything you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to plug?
Follow me on Twitter, Crad Cakes. I like the clout. I like attention. That's all I have besides this podcast right now. So that's it.
Dope, dope. We've got the one and only Gonzi, musician extraordinaire, former radio host for the 2 Hour Indie Power Show, which I was there for the first ever broadcast of it, and
Oh
great
yeah.
memories. Gonzi, anything you'd like to plug?
My first solo album, Keeper, out May 1st on all streaming services and Bandcamp. Sunny Day Real Estate, and I have a track phone on Minutes. That's it.
Nice, nice.
That's it.
Dope. And my co-host.
All right.
Anything else you'd like?
Yeah,
to
so just like I said before, follow me on my YouTube, Time Bomb Vids, Time Bomb Videos. You'll be seeing me eating some whatever food challenge that Victoria sets up for me real soon. I'm uploading stuff now more than ever because of quarantine. I'm actually able to edit videos the way I want to. So, yeah. Thank you, Kitty Cat.
Dope, dope.
Text Victoria.
This is normal.
To everybody that tuned in right now, to everybody that tuned in tonight, thanks so much. Again, Sunday night at 7 p.m. we will be recording the first official episode. I'm very excited about it. We'll be discussing one of my favorite albums of all times, Jeff Rosenstock's Worry. So if you're a fan of, indie rock, punk rock, power pop, pop punk, things of that nature, be sure to check that out. We're gonna have some really cool people on it. Everybody here will be on the first episode. Hopefully, we will also be having Joel Alexander if he can find the time, because he is very busy. If he can find a time, hopefully he'll be joining us for that too. If not, we can get somebody else, or it'll just be 5 of us again. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. If you haven't liked this page yet, by all means, give us a like so you can be up to date for whenever we upload new episodes or whenever we do live recordings. We will be encouraging interaction with our viewers and listeners. So if you guys want to comment, by all means do so. I will be posting on our Facebook page what albums we'll be discussing, links to the albums, links to articles, things like that, just so that we can all be informed together and we can all, not just the people on the actual podcast, but the listeners as well, we can all join in and have an interesting, fun conversation about all this. And yeah, let's get this rolling and let's have a good time. I'm very excited to get this going. So I think that's about it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being on this test stream. I hope you guys had a good time, both listeners and participants. I hope y'all had fun. These earphones are starting to bother the hell out of my ears, so I think we're gonna end it there. Have a good night, guys.
Okay.